obviously not the series outcome you were after, but what were you most pleased with from your team throughout these three legs?
I think after coming back from UK tour, we set some goals and the goals were achieved. I think we were looking at Seamer's attack, the fast bowler's attack to support Julian, which we were struggling in England. And I think the way Meghna bowled, the way Pooja Vastrikar bowled, the way Renuka bowled today, two games in T20, I think that was the objective, that find a pace battery which we can invest in and we can carry on with those players into World Cup.
You've had that tour in England and now the tour here. I mean, how important is it to have these opportunities in these multi-format series?
I think it was fantastic. Honestly, playing England and Australia to one of the, I think Australia is number one side, England is up there, right up there. So playing against them and testing our own skills, it was really helpful. And the girls reacted well on this tour, because you compare UK tour and this tour, I think we've shown some character. And that's what we wanted. We are building some characters to go towards the World Cup, because you can't just win games with the quality players. There has to be characters in your team.
Given there is a lot of talk about Natalie and Julian and them moving on later or sort of towards the end of the summer, I mean, how important is it to sort of get those girls in the next generation coming?
It was very important, because we stand at a juncture where Mithali and Julian are almost going to fade away at some point. So getting England tour and the Australia tour, I think mainly for young cricketers like Renuka, Meghna, fast bowlers, be it Jemima, it makes a huge difference, because you will be tested against best and you can show your skill here, and then you can go forward and build your career from here. So we were looking at that, this is basically, we are looking at something, we wanted to test our players, and this was the best opportunity, the England and mainly the Australia tour.
You said, Matali said at the start of the series after the first ODI, I think Mandana made 30-ish.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
said she wanted big runs from her. She seemed to deliver that. Have you been impressed with her, and what has impressed you about her?
I think Smriti's been, consistent performer for us. A patch will come where player will not score runs, but as a unit, as a core team, or as a think tank, we back our players like Smriti Mandana, and we knew that she will turn up good in this tour, because she's a character where if she's challenged, she will come out good. So we never thought of anything. We just wanted her to spend some time in the middle, and which she did. And the way she batted in test match was amazing. Something which we all of us, take a lot of pride in, because playing pink ball test first time under lights, losing toss, wicket was helpful, and she's scoring 100. It makes a huge impact on young generation, because she inspires a lot of our current team players, and it makes huge difference to all of us.
So she's a bit of a leader, a future
Yes,
leader.
yes. We are looking at her as a leader, as always. She's been vice captain. At some point, she will lead this side. I don't know the format right now. BCCI and selectors and me will get together and will decide next course of action.
Cool. Karanya, do you want to jump in?
Hello, Mr. Ramesh. Congratulations on the performance. I wanted to ask, for India, there's almost a problem of plenty right now, with lots of players knocking on the door. So what has been the message to players who have sort of been on the sidelines, someone like a Jamima, Ashika, Sneha Rana, or Poonam even, whose place is no longer assured in the size, about what their role is, how they can get a place in their 11 and keep it?
See, there is no surety of place. We want to make a healthy competition in our squad. That's what the motto was for this tour. That you don't take your place for granted. If you perform and you are not consistent enough and you are not playing your primary roles, you will be sidelined. And about some of the names you have taken, everyone was given a chance at the correct time. I think we have to move on to and give another chances to players who were knocking before. So we wanted to give Yastika a chance, because we thought she's a left-hander and she made a difference in this series. So we wanted to keep that healthy competition going in the team, because we don't want someone to take their place for granted.
Anisha.
Hi, coach. Congratulations on a well-fought series, if I may put it that way. Given this was the last assignment for India this year, and you obviously head into the World Cup next year and the Commonwealth Games, there is this Under 19 World Cup scheduled for 2023. Have you been roped into, have you been involved in any kind of discussions around scouting of the players? Because the likes of Richa and Shafali are very much part of that under 19 bracket. But have you been sort of asked to be involved in the scouting process and the preparatory engagements on that count? And in terms of the change of leadership that you touched upon, have there been conversations within the setup, within the existing ODI and T20I setup around that potential change of guard that may come about whenever it does come about?
Answer to your first question is, I think you've seen Richa Ghosh playing ODIs. Okay, you've seen Yastika Bhatia getting a chance straight away. So there is a lot of behind the curtains things are happening. We think a lot with the selectors. We are looking at pool of players, and there is nothing that sort that we are picking just one player from anywhere. We are just researching what we need at this time, and there are some players available right now, so we are picking them. Scouting is happening, but I can't tell you right now what we are doing with the selectors, BCCI, myself, senior players. We are trying to find right players for the right format. So there are a lot of things going on. And your second question about leadership, see, at some point we have to address some future roles for the leadership. So there are few talks around, but we will take it after World Cup. We'll decide what exactly is happening. We are not going to hurry it up. We're going to give it a good thought, and then we will decide what is happening.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Nisha. Gaurav? Gaurav, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
Ramesh, the way Smriti batted in the test match, and today as well. Would you say that she's the best batter right now in women's cricket, in international cricket overall? I mean, in women's cricket, would you sort of rate her at that level?
Obviously, we will rate her. I think there are a lot of good players from a lot of talented sides like England, Australia, India. There are not many, but Smriti is there. If she gets more consistency, nothing like it, and that's what we addressed after I think first ODI, and she has applied herself, and she is going to be after one season you'll see her a different player because she's been playing around the world. She plays WBBL, she plays 100, so she gets lots of game time, and that makes a huge difference as an Indian player because we don't get that much of matches in India. So I think Smriti is up there, but she will slowly and steadily she will improve, and I think her role will change with the time as she gets into a new role or we put her in new role.
We'll go to Kusha next, and then Anu, and then we'll wrap up, guys.
Ramesh bhai, my question is about Deepti Sharma. Over the last 4 years, do you think that as a batter, she hasn't improved as much as probably you would have liked her to improve in terms of getting the tempo up for especially in the white ball cricket?
I think if you have seen a third ODI, I think she started believing in herself that she can bat positively. It will happen slowly. I think you can't, categorize some player that in 10 days they will change their game style. It will take some time, and I think she showed some intent in third ODI, and we are working on it. I think SS Das as a batting coach is working on it as a think tank captain coach. We are trying to convey her what exactly we want from her.
Coach, you mentioned that the role of Smriti would be changed, would be changing in the coming months. So would she be in the contention of having the captaincy in all formats after the World Cup?
No, don't make it spicy. I'm just saying that she's been very expressive. in her batting for last 2-3 years. We want her to change in a sense that she, if you've seen her batting, she's trying to spend lot of time on the in the middle. So that is what I'm strategy I'm saying. I'm not saying the captaincy at all. Don't spice it up. It is normal role play which she used to do. Now we have changed that role play. That's it.